Hi special people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are a newbie, I was in this space for the first time, literally welcome, and I hope you like what you see. And please, if you are at the same time a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. Hi special person, welcome to Dishing Space. So please do well to click the subscribe button if you have not. Then also click the notification bell that's beside the subscribe button to get notified whenever I post a new video. Like the video, share, comment. Yes, that's really important. And I hope you enjoyed this particular video. Thank you. Okay, so from the title of the video, you should already know what this video is going to be about. I've been off this space for some time. Well, yes, I've been off this space for some time. I miss saying this. I miss like doing this, but not for any crazy or unnecessary reason. For kind of good reasons actually. So I'm here to give you guys little updates on what has been going on in my life for the past 2-3 months that I've been off this space. So please, if this is what you're interested in watching, please sit back and enjoy the video. Okay, so firstly, for those that don't know, because many people might know, I am a university student, a federal university student. So for the better part of this year, we were on strike. So all of us are basically at home. All the federal students are basically at home doing business, doing stuff, doing different things actually. So I was no exception. I was at home as well for the better part of the strike. So it was during this time that I got I won't say the zeal, okay, the courage and the confidence to finally start up my own YouTube channel. I've always wanted to do this like for the longest time. So it was during the strike that I eventually got to do this, got the courage and the zeal to do this. I was like, okay, let's just take this one step. One day I just started it. So that was like the rockets, whatever, they fire up or whatever. So around October they called off the strike, so we had to go back to school, and I don't mix school and stuff very well, so I just like, okay, let's take a break. But I took some videos before that were supposed to be edited, but that's the second reason. So I took some videos that are supposed to be edited, but for some reason which I'm going to be saying in this channel, it didn't really go as planned. So they resumed school, we had to go back to school, and there are a lot of plans I made for the semester that didn't really work out the way I wanted them to. But at the same time, we thank Abba, because when I'm alive, I have hope. So like, as long as I'm not dead, everything will definitely fall in place. And my best quote of all, everything works out for the good of those that love God. So I just took everything that happened this semester in good faith. So resumption was basically the greatest reason, or the biggest updates of the year, because like, though some people that were at home, they enjoyed it, but at some point I just got tired. I was like, please, can we skip to the good part?
God have mercy upon us. God have mercy upon us.
But yeah, so we resumed school, and that's one. Two, my phone got stolen. Yes, my phone got stolen, and the thing is, in Nigeria now, as you're working hard, like really hard to make your money, yeah, like you're working hard doing your stuff, like, you understand, somebody out there is working harder to take what's yours, you understand? So that's just Nigeria for you. Get with the program. All you have to do is to stay safe and stay careful. I just said it has happened. I can't like take back the hands of the clock. If I could, I would, but I can't. So just have to keep going, like move forward with life. Don't, if you stay one place, if you're stagnant, retarded thinking. So I just have to move on from it. So okay, little gist of what happened. I went to the bank to pay something. I was in Oka, for those that don't know. So the Zenith Bank in Oka, I went there to pay something. So like coming out of the bank, I was going back to school. So I had something to do in town. So I was like, okay, since it's close by, let me just go there and pay it and go at the same time. So I don't have to like start stressing myself like when I get to the bank in school, because it will be crowded. Well, that was school fees season. So I didn't go to baby school fees, by the way. So but I now entered the bank, like walked into the bank, finished what I came there to do, and now came out. So like, you know, all these keke people, and so I told them like, okay, I'm going to so place. He said, okay, enter. The man inside the keke came down and told me to enter. Like I don't know, but me on a normal day, I will not enter. Who was there that you cannot stay there? Stay there. It was just the two of us, so stay there. Like, but I just somehow entered. Like the feminist in me will not enter that keke. I don't know why, but I just entered and I was not jazzed or anything. I was normal. I just don't know. Some days are like that. So I entered the keke, and again, normal me. I'm big, so like when I enter public transport, yeah, I carry my bag on my lap, not to inconvenience the person next to me, because definitely someone is going to enter. So like I was carrying the bag on my lap. Then the little, not little, he was not that young. He was just all these young boys. This, like he's not too young. He was not too old. Just a normal person. He told me that if I had like little money change for the guy that was beside me, because he said he had 500 naira and he needed his balance. So I was like, okay, I had 100 naira, I had 50 naira in my purse. So I said, okay, let me give it to him. And I like took the bag from my lap, brought out my purse, like, and now kept the bag this side. So like the very, very, very first mistake. I like thinking back, I'm like, what just happened? And I kept like the bag by my side and I bring out the purse and give him the money. So like when I gave him the money, I didn't like return the purse. I was like, okay, when I now stop, let me now just come down at the same time that it's just there. So like he now said and I gave him the money. He now said, oh okay, where did you say we are going to? I said like I'm going to so place. I was like, oh no my dear, I'm not going there again. Please calm down. Just come down. I'm not going there again. I was like, but you say you're going there. I was like, no, I've changed my mind. I said, okay. I came down. Jejelio for myself. I just came down from the highlighter from the keke. Then I always carry Bluetooth or earpiece or whatever. My ear is always blocked when I'm walking or anywhere I'm going. So like I had a Bluetooth on. So when he said I should come down, I came down. He zoomed off immediately. I now like flagged down another keke and have to go to where I'm going to. Next thing I heard was disconnected, like from the Bluetooth. I was like, eh? And I'll be like, put my hand, like I was not even like feeling whatever at the time. And I had to enter another keke. Then I started looking for my phone. And I put my hand inside, like you know that, like your heart to like take
blood of Jesus,
extra
the
beats.
blood
Like put your
of
hand and you don't see your phone. Like I searched this bag. I was such as like Jesus, like wait my phone, like I was like Sapila with your phone, like the man beside me in the next keke I entered. I was like, yeah, can you help me flash my phone? Like it's not going through. The keke, the other keke that I entered, I was like, okay, can you call the number? Let me also try. So like both of them will try. They tried, they're like, it's not going through, it's switched off. I was like, oh, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. I hate. Which one is this? What is this? God, I can't do it. They were like, Jesus. And I put my hands into my pocket. Like into my pocket, like for the jeans I was wearing. I was like, I don't put my phone in my pocket. There was nothing there. I came down. I was like, let me go back to that place where he stopped me initially to know if he fell down or something. I came down again. I went back. I entered another keke and started going back to that place to know if the phone mistakenly fell off. I was like, okay, oh, let me just go back. I went back and there was like this booker, like where he stopped me, and the old lady that was there was like, ma, please, good afternoon, ma, please, did I mistakenly drop any phone on the floor here? She was like, oh, did any phone fall off from me? Like, no, that what happened? And I explained that. She was like, ne, they have taken it, oh, ne, I will go here. I'll put subtitle or anything. Like, ne, I will go for the phone. Yeah, I didn't careful. I was like, how else would I have been careful? Did I say I collect the phone? I was like panicking. The woman was like, okay, that I should. Is there anybody I would like to call to inform the person that the phone got lost? I was like, hey, that I can't tell my mom. She will be in school and she'll be panicking. And my sister is not in my elder sister is not in the state at the moment. She's serving. She'll be panicking as well. So the only person I had to call was my immediate other sister. So I was like, okay, let me call her. And she has like quite some sims. So like I get confused about the one to call us like sometimes. So I just called one and luckily it went. Then I told her, like, babe, see, the phone, that they've stolen the phone, no. So like, what was I doing? I told her that I was in KK, that I don't know what happened. That the phone, the person just took it. She was like, okay, don't worry. That I should just go and do what I want to do in school. That when I come back, I will talk about it. I was like, okay, just don't bother calling the phone. Or you can keep calling the phone in case the person picks. But just know that I'm not going to pick it because Otilo. She said, okay, that I should just go to school and round up and then come back. Then we'll know what to do. We'll know what next to do. So I cry a lot. Like if I look for something as small as my key, I cry. But then I was just too confused to cry. I was like, God again. I deep down I was like believing in a miracle, but stuff happened there. So I just started going to school. I got to school. I think what I was doing. I went to see the HOD. I went to look for and the dean and all of that. So like once they finished, I just started going home. I was like, I don't have the strength to come and start, greeting, doing all the greetings and all of that stuff. I was I just rushed home. When I got home, like, okay, before I got home, I entered like a car. I took public transport. So I entered a shuttle to take me home from school because I back to where I live, sorry. So and I entered now. So like it was an elderly man that was driving the car. So like his car had all this church stuff and all of that. So and there was this writing on his car. He was just like, where will you spend it? Or stuff like that. Shall we spend eternity? Things like heaven is real, hell is real, basic stuff like that. So like as you are now going down, if you live in Oka, or Oka, that Agwoka side, that where Professor Dora Akunyelu Women Development Center or something. So around that place we are going, like the other side of the road basically does not work. Welcome to Nigeria. So they now use the other one as a two lane roads. So like this lane and this lane. You understand? So there was this tipper coming from like all these big cars that carry trips of sand and chips and whatever. So like it was at the back of a small car. Like the Sienna was now coming forward, then the two idiotic men at the back of the tipper or the whatever big car did not even horn or honk. They tried to overtake, and that like the road is already small that two cars cannot like overtake at the same time. And by this I like a very large gutter there, like very large gutter, and it was already late around 6:37. So like the two cars at the back came to overtake the big car without horning, maybe honking, whatever. like, and we are not like just there. Like, I was so scared. I was like, what? Well, somehow I just knew that I was not going to die today. That two things can happen to me today. I like, people were like shouting. I was just so calm. I'm like, hey, God, please. I was just like, and I was in front, like the front. I was like, eh. The car just like, they just came and, let's say, did like this. And our car was just in front, just went like this. Then the little idiotic Lexus man that went like this, he was driving as if he was drunk. I don't know if he was, but I pray that night he did not die, because there was a very big ditch in front. And like, there's a very big ditch. Like, if you're going forward, I pray he does not stupidly go and fall into that ditch, because we did not even turn back to see anything. Once we are safe, just start going back, just start going to where we are going. So I don't know, for him, I pray that he's safe. Oh. So like, when we now like came to safety, the other men, like, I was the only female in the car. The other men were like, ah, man, you're so strong. Next hair, you did not even shake, you move. What? I was like, it was not even my story. I people never understand, but like, somehow I just knew that I was not going to die. But like, two things happened to me in one day. But that's a lot. That's too much for me to handle. So like, the driver was like, he knew he knows his covenant with God, that there was no way he was going to get into that accident, that he knows the promises God made to him when he got this car. Those things. So I was like, okay, thank God for you, sir. Thank God that you are safe. Can we just keep going? They are just, thank God, like, thank God. Like, God, I'm very grateful. I just know that I was not going to die, Sha. But God, I'm very grateful for everything. Thank you, at least, for life. Because you don't know what the devil had planned for that one. Maybe like, assuming that accident happened, like, it would have been crushed like bread. Like, you know how they put sardine in bread? Because we are just the only ones in the middle. And like 4 cars around. The number ones on their lane. And 2 idiots that decided to overtake other cars. Because they overwise. They have more important places to get to. But that's by the way. So like, I was like, ah, God, thank you so much. Because how can 2 grave things happen to me on the same day? That way, I got home. Okay, but that day that they slowed the phone, I had to go and do welcome back in school. So like, I was like, let them not use because I already backed that SIM up with my name. So anything can happen. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna welcome the SIM back and all of that. So I just have to go and do that quickly in school before I start going home. So when I got home, I told my sister, still, I've welcomed the SIM back in case if somebody wants to call me, or even mom wants to call me, because I just did not feel comfortable telling my mom that early, because they stole my phone before. Like, in less than 2 years again, they stole it. I was like, if it was me, I'll be hurt. And so I just was concerned in case if she wants to call me to not go, because mothers, they always know, she gets suspicious. So well, yeah, it took me 2 days before I told my mom, actually. But last we chest God, I know that God will not give you something that you can't handle. God will not give you what he knows you can't handle. You understand? So but I know that God will not give me a suffering that is more than me. So last we chest everything has been going smoothly and all of that. Yes. Third event or whatever. So I went back to school to write exams. Yeah. Then a lot of things happened this semester, but I moved somewhere new to a new lodge. So I stayed with my friend. Her name is Odenaka. So like, the room, like, the girls in the room, they were absolutely amazing. Like, they are wonderful. Really good thing for them. They are amazing. So I just want to tell you guys that you guys made my stay in Bright very lovely. You guys are amazing. NC, the legal, you are a very lovely person. Thank you for everything. Okiwawa, thank you so much for everything. Amaka and Noni, you guys are the best. Amaka is absolutely lovely. Like, she sees when you're not okay, she knows. Like, little things. She understands little things. She's crazy at the same time, but she understands little details. She understands details. Then Noni, thank you so much. Then our living chef, NC, thank you. Then Odi, thank you so much. And at the same time, God bless you guys for me. See you guys next semester. So that was like the 3 major things. Then the last but not the least, the bug in the educational system, let's call it mistrust in the hearts of lecturers. You have taught me. You said, do you understand? I say yes. Why do I have to prove it to you, sir or ma? But yes, it's called examinations. After the exams, I had to go home after the exam. I ran home. Now the 4 major events that happened in my life from October down to December. So yes, that is all. I hope you guys enjoy the gist or the vlog. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, comment on the video, or tell me how you feel about the video. Just try to communicate with me in the comment section. I said it for like, comment, share to anybody that you think needs the video or would like to see the video. And at the same time, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Click the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Having said that, that would be all. Thank you so much for sticking around. See you guys on my next video.